Hello, lover.
Look at all the, your ethnic, ego, your sex, it's all a file.
Of course. That'd be a funny way to do a game where it, like, it actually just spit you out a DOS prompt. Okay, go hack it. Go ahead.
Actually, there was a game that was kind of like that, wasn't it? Called Hacker?
Hacker, well...
It just dumped you at a prompt and you had to figure everything out from the get-go.
I only played Hacker 2, and that was like all with security cameras and robots and stuff. It did,
so. Yeah. I saw graphics for that one. But the first one, I think you really had to just figure it out from the prompt. Look at the alley.
I think I didn't figure it out, and so I never played the damn game. I think that's what happened. I was really lame, and I never got anywhere. It's before the internet, you couldn't just find everything.
Okay, so this man's absolutely barking mad, but he's another piece in the chain in getting to the morph codes, which you can use to change your unimportant stats.
Of course.
That was such a horrible letdown when I finally found them. I didn't even include it in this playthrough. I just edited it out. Ultimately.
So there's nothing in the way of experience points in the traditional sense of RPGs where you improve gradually.
This isn't really an RPG, this is more like an adventure game, I think.
After each combat, your hit points go up a little, and that's it. But it's really not worth it. You're better off avoiding combat whenever possible.
Like running away and then reintroducing yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of places later on in the game where I could have gotten into a battle, but that would have slowed things down by about 3 hours apiece because that's how long it takes to actually get through each bit of combat without a character actually dying. And then you have to go to the hospital and heal everybody. And you're guaranteed to have to feed at least once, as long as it takes to heal people. Because you actually have to rest and wait.
So the game discourages the game portion.
Yes.
So when you feed, like, do you have to feed on like actual characters in the game, or is it like just like random?
You got to choose an NPC. Might be important. Might not be.
And feeding upon an NPC, what, kills them?
Yes. They're gone.
Outright kills them.
Outright kills them. It will not tell you if you've broken the game.
In one way, it's really, really bad. In the other way, I kind of respect them for just like giving you the finger like that.
Well, I prefer, once again, the Planescape Torment way of doing it, which says, well, you just ruined any chance you have of retracing your steps, and the game's over. Playing for 10 hours and never knowing what's broken that you broke, that's bad.
Yeah.
Sort of like how you have to go back and feed the dog the sandwich.
And look at this alley.
Liquid nails.
And what happened to her face?
Liquid nails, I guess.
I think that her jaw is bolted on rather visibly. I figure in the year 2094 you might actually get a better cybernetic job. Anyway, she actually leads you to a cybernetics dealer, and this is going to be the greatest thing that you've ever seen when we get around to this guy who's named Strong Arm Tactic.
Bite victim.
Yep. Oh, it's time to feed. I hope that person was unimportant.
So you're also sort of on a time limit then, because you have to feed when your what is your bloodlust goes up.
Yes.
Said?
Can you feed like early and head of the house? Okay.
Oof. So you can technically run out of NPCs, or at least non-game breaking NPCs.
Now check out this guy. He's wearing a rather dashing pork pie hat and appears to be eating something with his gimpy arm.
Yeah, his arm is not really like the right length. Oh, I guess it's because he's strong arm.
And all of his wares you buy out of the back of his... yeah, whatever that thing is. Note the I heart my Uzi sticker. And even note the shape of the alley. There's 3 arms dealers in the game. They all have the same alley and the same car with the same Uzi sticker.
It's the Cell Escape, that model of car.
Yeah. Just buying more shit that's important to the raid on trans technicals.
Tin Soldier?
Tin Soldier, yeah, I just sold that. That was the default box, the shitty one. That's the nice thing, you can actually sell anything to these people. Of course, they don't sell it back to you, so if you sell something important, screw you.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm just not going to get over his character sprite, though.
The sprites are the worst thing in this game.
He's got a T-1000 arm. He's got a spike arm.
He's got a flipper.
And, yep, second arms dealer. Same alley.
Well, at least she's in a different pose.
Yeah, that's the only thing that changes.
Anti-personal.
Yeah, thank you for catching that. Oh, and they used the auntie pun one more time in somebody else's name, in Auntie Matter.
Of course.
Yeah. It doesn't even work when you think about it. But, you know what? Let's go to the third arms dealer. Just to see. What's it gonna look like, I wonder? Oh, there we are.
Yo, dog. I heard you like arms. Put some arms in your arms.
I think that sticker is just standard issue for that car.
It's part of a conglomerate.
It's not even a very good sticker.
Maybe that's the name of the car, the Uzi. It's the Cell Uzi. And they all have the same license plate.
The
just
Geo
escape.
Uzi.
Did it just make a sound effect?
Yes.
Or was that you?
I actually used an item. I used blueprints that were given to me by the insane dork in the park to make a lockpicking kit, which is essential. How did you know you were going to need it? Well, you play the game for years. And now we're in Trans Technicals.
Wow.
We are going to get into so much gameplay here.
Gameplay?
Yes.
This is a game? Entry drone.
Here,
May your days prove profitable.
at well past the 50-minute mark, we are finally going to use an item on another item.
Is that person sitting in a hole in the floor? It's like, it looks like they're supposed to be at a desk, but there's no desk.
Alright, let's just get on with it. First, I think we're going to assassinate somebody. I vaguely recall being hired for that. I hope you're writing all of this down as you play this game, because otherwise...
Is that another person sitting on the floor?
I forgot to point out that in Central Park somebody seemed to be prostrating themselves on the ground. And it was the nun, actually, that you spoke to.
Are they on a chair? I can't...
Supposed to be on a chair, but it looks like they're doing power squats, if you ask me. Yep. Coming back here. Okay, whatever. The only reason I'm going to be able to defeat this guy that we've been sent to assassinate is because I actually used a FAQ to look up the very best party members.
There's a FAQ.
If I had... Yeah, there is, but it's extremely incomplete.
I mean, people actually played this game.
Even with 6 against 1.
Well, actually, the FAQ was a modified one from one of the Microprose designers himself.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if anybody's actually written a FAQ dry on their own. And look how long it takes to... Yeah, well, I guess that wasn't too bad, actually.
And your crew of identical gray suit-wearing party members are...
I think we can actually start searching for objects now that somebody's more observant than me.
Did anybody notice that the music is really, really horrible? Besides me?
I don't know if it's so much horrible as it's on a 5-second loop.
And it's not music?
I don't know. Gabe, you said it was catchy, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
I was never recorded saying that.
Awesome. I think we were recording on that first part. I'll just loop it in later. And then I'll disappear mysteriously. Just actually had a list of enemies of trans technicals that your character happens to be on. And you,
Can you, like, scratch yourself out and put it back?
No, actually, that tells you of a person that you have to go to later on in the game. Yeah, here it is, right here.
Elvis.
Yep. Elvis is permanently in cyberspace. It's another subquest. You can build him a cyborg body to download him into.
I'm downloading Elvis.
And he becomes the most powerful party member there is.
Become one of them soldier boys.
So let's just loot all the rooms and trans-technicals. We need this. This is an important item.
What is it?
It's a lapel pin.
Yeah, I don't have enough flair.
Here's the guy who served the papers to
Hey,
the
guy
church.
with a regular name.
Yes.
I think.
And he's actually not a social misfit from hell.
Well, he does work for a company. He has a job, I
Yeah.
guess. It sounds like the whole goal of this game is to, like, you know, like, defeat the people who are normal and have jobs.
It's like the only hint that the game has any self-awareness whatsoever.
But this guy actually turns out to have a soul as well, and doesn't like the fact that they're evicting this church any more than you do. So he actually wants you to go and get incriminating evidence on his boss to blackmail him with.
How mighty fine of him.
So where do you go to click on that evidence?
We'll get there. And finally, the place where we actually have to go.
Hey, they have a copy of F-117.
Yep, another Microprose game down there. And that's what they're known for, according to you.
Yes, flight simulators.
So here it comes, the first time where we actually have to use an item in the game. The lockpick mechanism that we just made to get through that door. And how do we use items here? We go into our inventory, we select them. Yay. And we click the use button. We don't click them on the object in the world, we just click the use button in our inventory screen.
And your character has to be next to it.
Nope.
No?
Nope. I just have to walk over there to go through it.
Well, you know, most of the Japanese RPGs, it's just like you have it, and then you go up to the door, and it just automatically uses it. Doesn't even tell you. It's just like, oh, you have the flag that opens this door. So yeah, I don't know if that's really that much worse.
And I just stole some contraband, aka fiber optic cable, aka glass.